Bad like the Barbie. I'm a doll, but I still wanna party. Pink felt like I'm ready to bend. I'm a 10, so I pull in a 10. Like Gabby, Stacey, all of the Barbies is pretty. Damn, all of the Barbies is bad. It girls, and we ain't playing tag.
Hey guys, so this is just a little test run. Yeah. Hola, bonjour, ni hao, and hello rockstars. Welcome back to another video. So as you can see, I actually have a microphone today because we're testing out some things and we're gonna be bougie. Anyway, if this is your first time seeing me and you want to see a better clip of me actually looking put together, then click on my other videos. But if you are new here, hi, I'm Roxy, and today's video is going to be my quarter reading wrap up. I do quarter reading wrap ups because I am such a slow reader that I cannot complete books in a span of a month. So I decided to do it quarterly to make it better and efficient and for y'all to have more book recommendations, I guess, and just more book views. So in our pajamas, because it's spooky season. But in the span of 3 months, I have read 12 books, which is a new record. I think the most I've read in 3 months was 11. And I'm just like, hey, I was reading, but I read more ebooks than I have physical books because I've been reading on this app called Sora, and that's just been a great help. But instead of going into what I have read, let's talk about the books we've DNF'd. So the first book is this book called 910. Sorry if the light is reflecting and glaring some things, but this has like multiple POVs. Number one, very short book, and it's about these kids like a few days before 9/11 and just their different lives and stuff. Honestly, I was extremely bored with this book. I didn't get anywhere with it, and I was just like, I don't understand the point. We DNF'd it. That I DNF'd, and this is gonna be a shocker, especially to like the book talk community. But it was Pack of the Moon by Kristen Higgins. Now, I didn't DNF it because it was bad. I DNF'd it because I knew it wasn't the time to read it. And if I force myself to read a book where it's not the time to read, it's gonna judge my whole rating, and I feel like this book deserves a fair chance. Like, all books deserve a fair chance. So that's it. Same thing happened with this book, Funny You Should Ask, by Alyssa Sussman. DNF'd it because I feel like it just wasn't the time. This gives me more summer, spring vibes, and we're in spooky season. Now that we have gotten that out the way, I'm going to be using my TBR bookshelf app where I keep track of my books. So the first book I read in the 3 months was this book called Daddy. Funny story behind this, me and my cousins, we were in Target and we were acting stupid, and we went to the children's book aisle and just saw this baby book, and it was just like, what the world. The second book is Penguins Are Cool by Rob Scotton, and that is like Splat the Cat series. Gave that a 2-star. I honestly just need something to read. I was feeling myself onto a reading slump, so I'm like, you know what, let's go back to childhood books. Next book is the book Sunny Side Up by Jennifer L. Holmes, and honestly, y'all, I read this book so much as a kid, and I never read the rest of the series, but I've always read the first book, and I just always loved it. There's just something about this book that will forever just alter my brain chemistry somehow. Like, I rated that a 3.5 stars. Okay, now we are gonna get into some physical books. I think I only read like 4 physical books. Not even that many. I didn't read that many physical books, honestly. They're mainly ebooks. But y'all, and y'all. We read Twisted Games by Anna Huang, and oh my schnickerdoodles. If you know, last year I read the book Twisted Love, which is the first book in the Twisted series. This is the second book in the Twisted series, and I loved it just as much or 10 times more than the first book, because, like, you know, y'all know Twisted Love has a definite place in my heart. But Twisted Games, this is following Bridget and Rice. Bridget is basically a princess, and she's a princess, and her brother decides that, oh, since the woman I love is not of royal blood, I am going to give up my position as king to be with her. And I'm just like, oh, that's so sweet. But here's the thing, Bridget never wanted to be princess. She never really wanted to do anything with the royal industry. She just pretty much was a socialite, went to college, is trying to just figure out her way in life. But since she is going to be like the new princess and everything, they're obviously gonna give her new bodyguard, and that is Rice. Ex-Navy SEAL. Y'all, I don't know what it was about this book, but their love story just like, it had me in a chokehold from start to finish. The way, I feel like honestly it was their banter. Their banter was just absolutely perfect, and the best part, he didn't want it to end under any circumstances, and that's why honestly I didn't even read the second book until this year, because I'm just like, I can't, because I just know it's gonna be good, and it reached all my expectations. Okay, you know what? I can go on and on about this, but we need to get it together. Jesus. The next book I actually read was this book called Click. It's another graphic novel, and it's just about this girl who's just trying to find her way amongst her peers in school. I would say this is definitely like a good middle school read, and I rated this a 3 stars. I just needed something to read very quickly. I thought it was very cute. It showed a valuable lesson how you don't need to be in cliques and you just be yourself, and that is honestly the best version of you. So I like that. Rated that 3 stars. The next book I read, which was also another graphic novel, but a very popular graphic novel, is the book Heartstopper by Alice Oseman, I think. That's how you pronounce her name. Now, if you haven't even read Heartstopper, you have definitely seen the show on Netflix, and basically it's an MM romance, which means a guy and a guy. I did not expect it for me to actually like it as much, because the book was honestly just really chill. Very great if you need a palate cleanser after reading like thrillers and mysteries and stuff. It's just very great for that. Series also, it's the first book within like a 5-book series, I think. But like I said, I rated it 4 stars. I just honestly enjoyed it, and I think it's a fun read. So if you need a palate cleanser or just something to just read or try to like get you out of a reading slump, that I feel like is definitely the book. You know? But it's the book Instructions for Dancing by Nicola Yoon. Follows our main girl Evie, and let's just like, her life at the moment is kind of crazy. Her parents just recently got a divorce, and now she does not believe in love anymore. Like, all her romance books gone. She is just like, there's no way love exists anymore. She dropped off her books at this little free library one day, meets this woman there, and ever since she left the woman, she ends up with these powers where if she see a couple kiss, she can see how their relationship plays out, like from beginning to end. Has these powers while also falling into her own love story and seeing love stories that she didn't expect to see or didn't want to see. A 3 stars. I love the uniqueness of it. I feel like it was another palate cleanser type book. It wasn't the best, but it wasn't bad either. It was just like in the middle. I feel like this is just another book that needs to be turned into a movie. Next book I read is this book called Fences by August Wilson, and this is actually a playwright because it was a play before it ever was a movie. But a lot of people might recognize this because Oprah, no, whoa, not Oprah, let me get it together. Viola Davis and Denzel Washington played in the movie Fences. It's a 3 stars. In school, we have to do SSR for my English class, and we get to pick our own books. And I picked the book Speak by Laurie Halse Anderson. Hopefully that's how you pronounce her name. But this is also a very popular sad book talk book, and it's about our main girl. Her name is Melinda, and she goes to this party right before her high school year starts, like her freshman year of high school. She goes to this party. Something happens at the party. Now she's starting high school. No one wants to talk to her. Her best friend ditched her. Like, chick is just utterly alone. Like, it was kind of repetitive after a while, and at like halfway through the book, I got bored. The book, 3.5 stars. Nothing. It was okay, but it wasn't, to me, it wasn't the best. Next book I read was The Book Tour by Andy Watson. Oh, this was actually kind of shocked me because it's about this author. He's on this book tour of book signings and stuff, right? Well, he's in this town and nobody wants his book at all. He tries to get in touch with his publisher, but his publisher, no, like he can't. He's not heard from. He went MIA. Don't know what he's doing. But it's gotten to the point where he's in this town. Now he's out of money. He's like literally scraping by. All of a sudden, a woman goes missing in the town, and the police think he did it. If you need a good graphic novel, like intro to spooky season, I say you do that. Like, read the book tour. This book called Hey Kiddo by Jared Cross. Yeah, by Mr. Jarrett. If you know how to pronounce that name, please tell me. But the book is called Hey Kiddo, and I think it's a memoir of his life and how he grew up. And honestly, guys, this was sad. Like, his mom is a drug addict, his dad is a deadbeat, his grandparents are like technically raised him. I thoroughly, thoroughly enjoyed it. I gave that book a 4.5 stars. And y'all, we are now officially to our last book that we read, our 12th book, which is Heartstopper Volume 2. This is the second book in the Heartstopper series by Alice Oseman. And it's just like, why is this book so cute? I don't understand it, guys. I really don't understand it. I'm like, what the world? It's so fun. I just enjoy it every time. Why are y'all so cute? Number one, why are y'all so friendly? Like, if I met these guys in real life, we would be best friends. Okay, so now now that we are done with all the books I've read in these 3 months, now we're gonna talk about my fall TBR. We had to hook up the mic. Jesus is The Locked Door by Freida McFadden. I honestly don't know what that's about. It looks like I'm gonna fly through it, which is honestly a book that I desperately need right now. Is The Inmate. And all I know is that she's like a nurse practitioner in this prison, and basically she sees her high school sweetheart in there, but she sent him to prison. The Housemaid. This is very popular. This is like Freida McFadden's most popular book on Book Talk. Then, because it's kind of a duology, The Housemaid's Secret, and I don't know if it's following the same storyline. Hopefully it is. My friend actually gifted to me. It's called I'm Not Dying With You Tonight by Kimberly Jones and Gilly Siegel, and it's about these two girls. They're facing some just crazy stuff that's going on, and they're both just trying to survive the night. The next one, New Girl by Jessica Sutanto. If you know me, you know one of my favorite, I'm gonna be in the dark real quick, but you know one of my favorite like murder mysteries thriller books is The Obsession by Jessica Sutanto. I recommend that book to everybody. So this book, if it's in the same world, you're just following a different character. Next book, this Ashley Poston, I think she wrote The 7-Year Slip, which is like her most famous book right now. But she also wrote The Dead Romantics, which went viral last year on Book Talk. And basically, it's like a ghost romance. And I'm just like, oh, that is very different. Now, like the Book Talk book of the year, literally, The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. It's the season to fall in love. But this book, when I say, like, people are like, fall vibes, Gilmore Girls, cozy season type book. And it's actually a series. I think it's like 5 books and they all revolve around different seasons. I just hope it lives up to the hype. That's all I'm saying. Next books that have been on my TBR for like 2 years now. This little duology. The Ex-Hex and The Kiss Curse. The Ex-Hex went viral, I think in like 2021, 2022. But it's like a witch romance. It's sisters. And the next book is her sister. Okay, guys. So, wow, light is beaming here. Though that's my fall TBR, and yeah, it's a lot of books. So hopefully in the months of October and November, we can at least get through half of these books because I honestly really want to. I'm so excited for these books. But this is the end of the video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope y'all could get comfy to this video. Sorry that this video is honestly kind of late. It's because your girl, her weeks have been rough, and the devil just been trying to throw us off track, but we're like, nah, I rebuke you. You better stay down there. Like, comment, subscribe for more awesome videos, and peace out, rock stars.